Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure could help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away?
Real ale has always had an iconic link to our cultural heritage in Britain. With the popularity of alco pops and cheap foreign lagers, is there a future for our traditional ale? We travelled to the London Drinker Beer and Cider Festival in Camden to find out more.
You wanna be where you can see troubles are all the same. You wanna be.
Well, the main thing about a festival is you do get your beer out to quite a wide audience, and the kind of people that come here as well, you know, they are by and large kind of committed cask ale drinkers. So you're getting your product out to people that you know already appreciate cask ale, for example. And then the other thing is these kind of events sometimes attract some other people, some new drinkers along, and it's a real good opportunity for some of us smaller brewers as well to get our drinks out into places, kind of larger venues where, you know, there'll be a large number of people coming to this event over the next few days. And so it's great for us to get feedback from people. I mean, one of the reasons I come here is to hopefully see what people think about the beer.
After meeting former City banker turned independent brewer Andy Moffat at the beer festival, we were intrigued by his story, so we're delighted when he invited us to interview him at his Redemption Brewery in North London. After taking the plunge and choosing a total career change, Andy Moffat single-handedly built his brewery up and established his Redemption Brewery as an independent producer of the promising and up-and-coming British ale.
I think one of the things is a lot of the smaller independent brewers are very much local breweries, local businesses producing a product for a local community. And so one of the important things there is, first of all, quite often it can be an important part of that community. People, you know, like people get really supportive of their football team. Some people get that way about their local brewery as well. From an environmental point of view, beer is actually about 90%, over 90% water. And so you could say that if you're going to be as environmentally friendly as possible, why not consume it at as close to where it's being produced as possible? Because there's no point in brewing beer, you know, kind of in another country, for example, and then shipping it across the water, because you're shipping effectively over 90% water. And for the same reasons that maybe you wouldn't drink bottled water from France or Greece or whatever, maybe you shouldn't drink beer that's produced outside of the UK. So these are our raw materials that we use to make the beer. We've got malt and hops here. The malt is probably the most important thing, because the malt is basically it's barley that's been modified, and in doing so it allows us as brewers to basically extract the sugars from the malt. The main reason we want to get the sugar from the malt is because that sugar then gets turned into alcohol. It doesn't really affect us too much because, again, there's a growing number of pubs out there that are focusing on cask ale, and it's starting to attract a kind of more kind of it's starting to get more of an appeal to younger people as well as a drink, you know, as a drink to savour, as a drink to enjoy. Partly because I think people, young people and old people, are getting maybe fed up with some of the large you know, multinational companies, and they want something a little bit different, a little bit independent. Just like, you know, fashion-wise, you might want a new small label that other people aren't wearing. Well, maybe you want to drink a new kind of drink that maybe not everyone's drinking.
I think in London they're harder to find, but they are still around. But yeah, big chains like Wetherspoons and O'Neill's and Lloyd's bars and all that sort of thing are popping up, and obviously the students are kind of attracted to them. So
I find that there's a particular problem with sort of late night venues that are going for the late license beyond 11, usually are the same venues that will not do real ale, and you're stuck with lagers or off-tap sort of bitters and things. You know, I'd be much happier if some of the venues that sell real ale would stay open later, or some of the venues that stay open later would sell real ale.
So after we've boiled the wort, we've then basically cooled it down as we've brought it through here. And at this stage, we're basically fermenting it. So this is the stage where it turns into beer, basically. We get the alcohol. At this stage, when it comes in here to begin with, there's no alcohol in here whatsoever. what we do is we add yeast to this, and the yeast basically digests the sugars that we've got from our malt, and in doing so it creates alcohol and carbon dioxide. At that point we'll then take the beer out of the fermenter and we'll transfer it through to our other room, where we keep it it's a cold room basically, where we keep the beer at 12 degrees Celsius, and that's where the beer will continue to condition and mature until we send it out to the pubs. Well, at the moment we're brewing once a week, and that's about 3,000 pints every week. So I'd like to, within the next 3 months, be brewing twice a week, and then hopefully by the end of the year, if we could be brewing 3 times a week, that would be quite good. So really it's just trying to expand the product. We're not in that many pubs in London, so we've still got quite a lot of area to cover, and if we can be doing that and selling that quite well, then that would be really good.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure could help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes